Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is clear our space. We're going to make the head. In order to make the head, grab yourself some stuffing, roll it up and get it into a pretty even circle. Place it in. Now what you'll need to do is fold it over with plenty of space here to then tie in our string, because we don't want it to pop open, so we're going to leave plenty of space there. So your head needs to be central and down quite a bit, roughly about 2/3 of the way up or 1/3 in. Fold it over, see if you like the sides of it. If not, add more or less. Add a little bit more and pull it over, just like that. Then what we're going to do, similar to wrapping a Christmas present, pinch this corner and we're going to pull it in so that it lies here. So if I show you, pinch it, it lies straight there, and fold it over. And we're going to do the same with the other side. Pinch it in, fold it down so that it's flat, and fold it over. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get this section here, the bit that we've folded down, and we're going to gather it. And this becomes your head. If you don't like it, you can add some more in. I'm going to add a little bit more in mine because it gets quite tight. So I'll show you again. Pinch in the corner, lay it down, pinch in the corner, lay it down, and then gather it in, just like that. There we go. Then what you need to do is grab yourself a strand. Try and get yourself a nice long one, if you can. I should really have organised this beforehand. If you take the centre, ideally, if this doesn't snap, this will be perfect to add my wings on at a later date. So take it round. Now I wrap it around a few times before I go to tie it, so that then it's easier. Wrap that side round, leave that there, wrap that side round, leave that there, and pull. I can't pull too tight with my thread on this one because it is a bit of a weaker thread, but that's okay. Tie a knot, don't pull too tight, but pull tight enough, and then pull it again. These bits are going to be used, ideally, hopefully, fingers crossed, throughout the project. So all we then need to do is just rearrange our angel. These are going to be her shoulders. So what we need to do now is fold it in slightly. Fold it in a little bit more. Then what we'll do, take it up to the top. To be honest, we can come back and fold that in a second. It doesn't really matter. Take it to the top. Folded, just like that, and then gather it in. Can you see how I've pinched the top? So I'll show you again. You take it from the bottom, take it to the top, and then just squeeze it together and push it down. And you've got a bit of a gather. We can fold these back in a minute. And like I did just a minute ago, we'll wrap one side round, wrap the other side. Oh, hang on. We'll wrap one side round, wrap the other side around, and then one more for good luck. Wrap it around, and wrap it around, and then tie it together. Like I say, you want it tight enough but not too tight. And tie it. So then all we'll do with this little lady is we'll just tuck in her dress, fold in the corners, just to give her a neater edge. And fold in that side. Now you could do this with paper if you've got lots of nice tissue paper hanging around, or you don't want anything so fiddly for your first time. You can do that. Do it with paper. Just stuff the head with paper. I mean, you could probably still use stuffing, but it's completely up to you. I might have to try that one. Now obviously all your dresses and all your skirts will all be different, and you'll find because this is quite inexpensive fabric, you get lots of twists. Your warp, which runs up and down, and your weft, which runs left and right, will be a little bit, they won't be aligned, they won't be completely straight. So you'll always get little twists, and you'll always get little tugs and pulls. As you can see here, it's not completely symmetrical, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, so don't worry about that too much, that adds to the character. And then what we need to do is go back to the back, which is where this is. Grab your wings, find the centre, and literally concertina it in. So fold at the top, fold, fold, fold it down like you would do with the paper fans. Concertina, double check you've got the middle. And when you've got the middle, decide which way around. I think I'm going to have my wings that way. So send one strand to the top, one strand to the bottom, place on your wings. Get someone to hold it down for you if you can't manage. Doesn't matter if you lose the concertina a little bit. You can always just gather it as well if you can't concertina. Tie it a couple of times. And then, that's very lucky that ours hasn't snapped. If it does snap, then just reattach a fresh piece. That's absolutely fine. And then to create the hanging loop, all we'll do now is join our two sections at the top. Hold them together, create a loop, and then send the loop underneath. So if you're not quite sure, put the two together, create a loop, and pull the loop through. I always use my fingers at the top just to stop the knot going off, stop it going off anywhere. If you've got a glue gun or anything like that, then you can glue it to the back so that it holds it flat there. But there you have it, your gorgeous little angel.